Good morning, students. Welcome back to online chemistry classes. As we are on chapter 2, Elements and Compounds, the previous topic that we have discussed was molecular formula, and today we will discuss about formulas of some compounds. So let us begin. Formulas of some common compounds. Now in this table we will see some common compounds, the formula of those compounds, the constituent elements of those compounds, and the number of atoms in those elements. First compound is iron sulfide. The formula is FeS. The constituent elements are iron and sulfur. The number of atoms in iron is 1 and the number of atoms in sulfur is also 1. How can we say that? Because if we look in the formula FeS, after Fe there is no subscript number, it means the number is 1, and after S again there is no subscript number, it means the number is 1. So the number of atoms in both the elements will be 1 and 1. Next compound is carbon dioxide. The formula is CO2. The elements in this carbon dioxide compounds are carbon and oxygen. The number of atoms in carbon will be 1 and the number of atoms in oxygen will be 2. Why 2? Because after O we can see there is a subscript there too. Third is nitric acid. The formula of nitric acid is HNO3. And how many elements are there in this compound? 3 elements: hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen. The number of atoms in hydrogen is 1. Number of atoms in nitrogen is also 1, and the number of atoms in oxygen over here is 3. Then the last is sulfuric acid. The formula is H2SO4. The number of elements again over here are 3: hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen. In hydrogen the number of atoms is 2. In sulfur the number of atoms is 1, and in oxygen the number of atoms is 4. So this table tells you how to write down the elements separately in a compound and how to know how many number of atoms are there in those particular elements. Now we will see molecular formula of some gaseous compounds. Now gaseous compound means those compounds which are in gaseous form, which are not solid or liquid but they are gases. First is ammonia. Ammonia, the formula is NH3. Second is carbon dioxide, the formula is CO2. Third, carbon monoxide, formula is CO. Fourth, hydrogen sulfide, the formula is H2S. Then the last, sulfur dioxide, the formula is SO2. So these are some of the gaseous compounds, the compounds which are in the form of gases, and you can see the formula, you can learn the formula from the given table. Now molecular formula of some oxides and sulfides of metals. First, calcium oxide. The formula is CaO. Calcium is Ca and oxide is represented by O, CaO. Second is copper oxide. The formula of copper is Cu and oxide is again represented as O. Iron sulfide. Iron is represented as Fe and sulfide is represented as S, FeS. The formula becomes FeS. Lead sulfide. Lead formula is Pb, and sulfide is again represented as S. So these are some of the common molecular formula of oxides and sulfides of metals. Now the last topic is importance of formula. Why is formula or chemical formula or molecular formula so important to us? First, molecular formula of a compound is important as it indicates the following. The name of the compound. First thing that it indicates is the name of the compound. What will be the name of the compound? Like CaO, this is the formula. So what will be the name? Calcium oxide. It can tell you the name of the compound. Elements present in a compound. How many elements are present? If we come back on this table, you can see FeS. If I take this example, how many elements? Fe, that is iron, S, that is sulfur. So how many elements are present? A molecular formula tells you that also. Then what else it tells? Elements present in a compound, the number of each kind of atom present in a molecule. Again, if you come back on this table, it will show you how many number of atoms are there in each kind of element. In Fe there is one atom, in sulfur there is one atom. So if we talk about the formula FeS, this will tell you the name of the compound. The name is iron sulfide. The constituent element, that is iron and sulfur, and the number of atom, that is 1 and 1. And the last thing the molecular formula tells you is the mass of one molecule of the compound. That is how much is the mass of one molecule of that particular compound. Example, the average mass of one H2O molecule, that is a water molecule, the mass of one molecule of water is 18.02 AMU. Alright, so this is the importance of chemical formula or molecular formula. A molecular formula tells you all these things. So thank you students, that's all for today. The chapter is over. To revise the previous topics, clear your doubts if any, and have a good day.